Morning all. Well, Jeff and I are up on a beautiful Mother Yuba, and the plan today,
Find gold. That's my plan.
maybe, but we're gonna do a little bit of detecting, a lot of crevicing, and just basically looking for gold in this area. And we really like this area because it's in the shade.
It's got mosquitoes.
Now, if Jeff can get the bar out of the rocks, we're gonna get to work. We got a spot here where we got the bedrock humps up where the camera is, and it slopes this way, and on the other side of the camera it slopes down into the river. But there's a little cutoff where during floods the water comes through here, and the bedrock drops down this way here, and there's kind of a drop here, and I've already pulled some of the gravel out. There's a little crack here starting to show, and we're going to try to move some of this to see what we can get down here, detect, and maybe hopefully pan. Problem is, it's in the water, and it's really hard to pick up gold out of the water. But the good thing is the water's flowing a little bit, so hopefully if there's gold down there, we can see it and just snuff it out. So I'm gonna start throwing some rocks. Jeff's gonna come in and hit it with the metal detector and see what we got.
First target right here. Still there. Yep. 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 All right, let me explain what we're up to today. We're working the edge of the bedrock here. We've already gone over most of this.
Well, we got a nice sounding target right there. So what I'm going to do is scoop out a little bit of this gravel and do a test pan. Yeah, the reason you want to do a test pan is get an idea of what type of rocks are in here and what size your black sand is. That'll let you know if we got heavies dropping in here, and if we got heavy sand and heavy gravel, then we know we got a chance to find gold. Okay, I'm gonna take this down, pan it out, be right back. Got that panned out. The results are good and bad. The good part is we got some gold. The bad part is the gold is really fine, and the black sand is fairly fine. Now let me show you. Now, I'm not sure how well it's showing it, but you can see the black sand is fairly fine, and up in here there's 4 or 5 little tiny pieces. Everything is awfully fine. Not really that bad because of the way I took the material out. Just scooping it out with the shovel, our best stuff, our heaviest stuff is going to be down on the bottom in the cracks and crevices, and you can't get that out with the shovel. So basically what we're going to have to do is get as much as we can out of there, and then basically just fan it, dig out the material, or try to suck it up with the crevice sucker. So right now we're going to go back to digging. You know, to do this right, we should be stacking this into a nice wall.
Start, I'll follow.
Well, we're taking a break from digging in the gravel, and we're going to do a little bit of detecting for a few, save wear and tear on our backs for a few minutes. And Jeff just said he had one target right there. Oh yeah.
Mark it with a rock.
Mark it with a rock. That'll be easy. If we got us a spot here, we're at high water, the river's cutting a corner here, and you can tell where it's coming down here and coming through here, and it's undercutting under this tree here. So what I'm going to do is I want to take and dig some of this gravel out, especially down in here where the river's dug it away and concentrated it down here. See if it left some gold down here for it. Now I took the magnet and checked, and it's just loaded with black sand, so here's hoping. Go down, pan it out. Hopefully we can get a piece of lead before Jeff. Got that panned out. We got gold. We got one nice picker.
That's a lie. You have gold, not we.
Yeah, and not only do I have gold, I have a piece of lead too. So I'm ahead in the gold and the lead. But also the black sand here is a lot coarser than over where we were earlier. Hey, let me show you this gold. Hey, you can see here we got a nice little picker and quite a bit of fine stuff throughout the sand here. You know, that's what we were looking for. Our black sands have increased and the coarseness of the black sands increased, and so has our gold take and our gold size. So we're going in the right direction. We're going to keep digging here. The problem is now we know that there's gold in the sand, so we pretty much got to pan everything, which is going to slow us down. Jeff moved a bunch of rocks here, and then I took the rake and pulled all the gravel I could off the top, and I just detected it, and I got two small targets. Let me throw the mic in headphones and so you can hear what I'm hearing. That's one of them, and the other one's back here. This one back here is a really light target. Now it's extremely difficult to get gold, to pick up gold out of the water. So our best bet here is to use the crevice sucker. I'm gonna go pan this. Oh, I'm not. I'm gonna pan it right here. Well, I got two small pieces out of there. Let me show you. Okay, you can see here we got, well, there's three little pieces in there and one small piece of lead. We just finished lunch. Just been working on one hole right here in the bedrock, and he's been pulling some nice gold out of it. I went around this area with metal detector, and all I'm finding is a piece of iron. So I'm thinking I'm going to jump back over here, work that a little bit while Jeff finishes this here. But I think we're going to make Jeff show us the gold he's got so far. So you can see here, Jeff's doing pretty good. He's got a couple of nice pickers here, a few pieces of lead, and quite a bit of fine gold in there. Not too shabby. I'm gonna have to get to work. Here's the gold I got so far. I got one nice picker and then a whole bunch of really fine stuff. But I think Jeff might be ahead of me at this point. Well, I'm working up under this spot here. I just pulled a big rock out of there. Now I'm going to pull some of this gravel back, pan it, give me an idea of what the gravel's like. Problem is I've got water filling in here now, which is not a good thing. Hopefully I can get rid of that water and it doesn't come in fast enough that I can't keep it out of here, because I want to pull all that gravel down to where the water is so I can scoop it up. Get some of this water out of here. Yeah, that's a lot better. Down to the bedrock here, and it's smooth, so that's not a good sign. Okay, well, got us a pan full of material. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I got that panned out, and we had a few specks in there, half a dozen little tiny specks, but our sand has gotten fine, so we're going the wrong direction. So I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Plus, we didn't have half as much black sand as we did last time, so we're going to head the other way, see if we can improve things. We got us a pan full, this time going the opposite direction. Let's see how this one turns out. Got that panned out, and heading that way is the right way to go, because our black sand got coarser and our pieces got larger. Now, they're not large pieces, they're just larger in respect to what we were finding earlier. Let me show you. Okay, you can see here we got 3 pieces here, and then there's a bunch of really, really fine stuff. But definitely larger pieces than we were finding earlier. I think I'm going to grab the detector and go over this area, since I pulled quite a bit of gravel out of here. See if we got any targets in there. It's getting late. We don't have a whole lot left to go. So if I've uncovered anything, I want to make sure we dig it up and see what it is. We got one real slight target down here. And the good thing is, there's a little divot, little catch there. It's in that catch, and it sounds good, so my guess is it's either gold or lead, but it doesn't sound very big. Let's dig it out, see if we can find it. Looks to be a pretty nice catch, and it's got gravel packed in it. So here's hoping. Well, that was a whole lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Those rocks are packed in there pretty good. But got the target in the pan, so I'll be right back and see what we got. We got that panned out. We got our nicest piece of gold of the day. Problem is, it's really big size-wise, but it is paper thin. Let me show you. Okay, you can see here it's a pretty good sized piece, but when you pick it up, it is paper thin. But we'll take it. I think I'm calling it a day. I'm not really tired. I'm just calling it a day because I know Jeff's tired. I don't want him to feel bad saying he's tired. I think it's going to be pretty close. Jeff got quite a few pieces out of this one hole right here. I got a lot of pieces, but mine are pretty small, so it's going to be close. So we're packing up right now. I'll either see you back at the Jeep or back at the house.
What are you doing? Let's keep going.
Well, we're back at the house, and we're just going to say it's the next day. Now, when Jeff and I got home, before Jeff left, we weighed the gold. So let's see how that came out.
Gary's gold, 0.61. My gold, 0.62. Woohoo!
Well, Jeff got me by 0.01, but he got me. Well, all in all, it was a fun day because it wasn't bad working in the shade. Got to do a little experimenting there. We got plans on heading back up, but we're going to hit a different area. There's a spot downstream that looks a lot better to me, And so we're talking about hitting that next time. Okay, well that's pretty much all I got on this one. So I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.